As we explore the beautiful island Boracay, we also discover this one thing that even this beautiful place can't escape: the poverty, beggars. It's good here in Boracay, compared to the other places that I've been to, like in Manila especially. Like there are so many beggars begging and asking for money. Diba?
Yes.
Like everywhere you go to in Manila, there will be expected there will be people, adults, old people, children.
Begging for
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you for money. And sometimes, even if like you just like be understanding, just be patient with them. But if it's like one after another, it's tiring.
they know if you give something for them, then that another one will see it that you give
Yeah.
money for them, then they will come back.
Yeah, like they have friends, right?
Yeah.
Like if you gave money to one beggar, and then the friend saw that, and the friend will come, and then they're also gonna ask you for money, and then if someone saw that again, it's like non-stop cycle, and they are not considerate. It's like you have to be considerate, something like that. Like one, two, it's okay. But like three, four, five, or every street, every corner of the street you go to,
And sometimes if you refuse to give money from them, they get mad at you.
yeah,
And then they say something
yeah,
bad words. You know the worst part? It's bit like there's one beggar that I encountered, but
Yeah?
it's not with me, the other person.
yeah. You saw the beggar spit to the person who doesn't want to give money. Wow. There are no beggars in BGC.
There is.
Really?
Not really the beggar, but people like when you're eating in a restaurant, someone will come to you.
Ah.
They will give you a small piece of paper.
Yeah. Well, what I've encountered in BGC, yeah. So in BGC, you won't see any person and anyone who the normal beggar look like dirty or with
Without
beggar clothes,
paper.
without slipper and very messy hair. Not beggar like that. But there are people who enter restaurants, for example, McDonald's. They enter McDonald's and then they give you a piece of paper, and written on that piece of paper is like a message, like they're asking for financial help. The others, what they do is, but they're dressed really clean. They're dressed well. They're dressed really like like normal, like us, dressed like this. And then there are also people who are also dressed like that, and then they enter establishments, they enter restaurants, and then they are gonna approach people inside the restaurant one by one, and then sell them like ball
They're not rude.
pens. Yeah, they're not rude. Like they're just gonna try to sell you like ball pens or
Crackers.
sweet delicacies, food, like 100 pesos. If you don't want to buy, then it's okay. But I think the annoying part in that is that like not only one person do that. When someone enters the restaurant, and then after that another one's gonna enter the restaurant, and then another person's gonna enter the restaurant again trying to sell things like that. So in BGC they try to dress well, but I don't know if that is considered as begging because they're selling something. You shouldn't be annoyed. Like just be understanding. Just be, I don't know. Just be kind. Just be nice to them, right? But now, like nowadays, there are so many beggars in Makati. Like one after another, every corner of the street.
Maybe they don't know the beggar from the car. Like when you're stuck in the traffic, there was someone who will
Clean the window, yeah.
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 Then after they clean it, not asking for anything from them, they would knock on your window,
And then ask
give
for
the
money.
money.
They just wipe it though. Just wipe it dry. Actually, in jeepney, they enter. And then there are also people who don't do anything. They just enter the jeep and then just ask money from all the passengers. There's another kind of beggars But these are really known like around the Philippines. They come to the city and then they're gonna beg. They're gonna like carry their small babies, infants even, and then walk around the city. It's so hot, carrying their babies. They start a family in the street. Like they come to the the city single, and then after I don't know a few months, after how many years, after 1 year, you will see they will have a baby.
Yeah, or
But they live in the street. I also saw some like a couple before, a family. They're young.
yeah, mostly are young.
Yeah, mostly are young. And they live, that was in Quezon City, I think. And then they only sleep on the sidewalk. Like when the buildings are already closed, they settle their, what do you call that? Their cardboards on the floor. And then, yeah, the boxes. And then they're gonna settle there and sleep there.
Yeah.
And then like after, I don't know, the woman is pregnant. How do they do that? They only sleep on the street with a cardboard there on the floor. They don't even have a like a wall or something, like a partition or like privacy. Sometimes you will be amazed really how they survive.
Yeah. In everyday lives.
Like us, sometimes we think about like what are we gonna eat again? I don't know what to eat. Like oh my gosh, I don't have money anymore. Like imagine how do they do it? How are they gonna buy food? They don't have a job even.
Breakfast or
3
lunch.
times a day. How are you gonna provide that if you don't have a job? So the job that they do barker. They like
Yeah.
right, like calling passengers for jeepneys. But they're not like they're making like I don't know 5 pesos per jeepney, I think, or
But
10
you know, there
pesos.
was a news that the beggars has an income like in a month like 5,000. Yeah,
From
it was
begging?
trending news like beggars.
From begging
Yeah, 5,000.
for 10 pesos.
Yeah, they get money every month. Monthly, they get like 5K a month.
They earn that from begging,
Yeah.
but they don't have house, of course, right?
Mostly people who like I don't judge beggars, but mostly people who live in the street they have vices like drugs. What do you
So
call
they sniff the rugby. So yeah, that's actually you know why do they do that? It will suppress the hunger. Is that correct word?
they
Suppress.
say? Yeah.
It's they sniff rugby here. You know the children and the beggars.
Did
I
you
see
know
a lot of
rugby?
that. Yeah, rugby.
It's
You know rugby, guys. The chemical, the one it's like a glue. So that's what they sniff here. I saw a lot of that in like in Makati, in Quezon City. There's a lot of that. They call them rugby boys. And usually there are teenagers. They don't go to school. They try to stop them, but they don't help them. Just stop them.
they say they try to rescue those little girls living in the street,
Yeah?
but after like a month,
They're back again.
yeah, they're already again on the street begging.
Begging or sniffing rugby again. Walking in the cities, especially in big city Manila. You go to 7-Eleven, there will be someone opening the door for you.
Yeah.
Right? But they expect something, and then when you go out, they do that. They chase you, right? They chase you until you give them money. I'm gonna give them money right away as soon as they approach me. But you know what? They said it's not good giving, but
Yeah.
because you know, it's like what do I do? Like it makes me feel guilty. But they said it's better not to give because you're like teaching them to be more dependent on people and on begging. Because you know it's true. If you don't give them money, if no one gives them money, maybe they are gonna push themselves to find work. Because most of them are strong. Most of them
Are young.
are young, can be dishwashers, you know, or they can be I don't know Jollibee crew.
Don't give them a fish. Instead, teach them how to fish.
Yeah, teach them how to fish. But sometimes you can also understand why they don't even try to find a job because the qualifications.
Yeah,
Even
but-
in Jollibee, they require what do they require Jollibee? Like high school graduate, right?
Yeah.
Most beggars, they don't even go to school. They don't even go to high school. So maybe they don't even know how to, I don't know, to count. Maybe they don't even know how to read and write. It's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
But sometimes, most of the time, it's problematic also. Sometimes you feel like, you feel guilty because they're children and they're like helpless. But most of the time, the parents are telling them to do that. Cursing me because I passed him by, really? Especially you guys, foreigners. They expect you guys to give.
Okay naman.